So I I just dude, this is so fucking funny. These people are still talking about Joe's show and Joe's channel, what he needs to do, this and that, why it's turned out this way, why his community is dead. 231 views, by the way. But anyway, these are the same people that go, I don't even care about Joe. I don't watch Joe's show. I don't watch Cronin. I don't watch Cronin's show. But they still talk about him constantly like he is on the forefront of their minds. It's really fucking loser behavior. Like, let me tell you something. I don't like the way that Joe's show is being handled right now. I don't like that YR is basically running the show. It annoys the fuck out of me. But what annoys me more are people that pretend that, oh, dude, we're above Joe. Dude, I'm done with that Cronin shit. But they're still talking about it 2 years later after not having been on a show with him in 2 years. They're still going on about what he could do and why is he letting his show. It's just fucking dumb. Like, you guys come off so pathetic.
About how Joe doesn't get opportunities like these other wrestling guys do that review wrestling. And, like, who's going to bring him on to their program? And listen, let me tell you, if Joe didn't have the past that he has, right, I would like if I had a big channel on YouTube, I would love to bring a guy on like Joe, around 70 to 100,000 subs, to help him out and to have him introduce me to his people. But nobody does that with Joe anymore because they are deathly afraid, because the minute they go online and they Google the guy, some of the worst shit he says comes up. Like, I'm going to...
Bro, this is such little baby behavior. I like Ken. I've always liked Ken. I've never had a problem with Ken. But it's like such baby behavior to be like, and he says mean things. He says gross things. Like, you haven't. You used to say the same shit. You used to go after Tommy about his dead fucking barber. You used to say all this vile shit. But now you're so concerned about what Joe's doing so that you can prop yourself up and grandstand him. It's babyish behavior from people that are never going to get anywhere, have never really gotten anywhere on their YouTube channels, so they want to point out the guy who's failing and the guy who's fallen off, who actually did have something. And yes, I'm not saying that Joe is getting millions of people watching him, but Joe actually did have something successful, and these people are so desperate to have something successful for themselves, and they never got that. So now they have to point out Joe's failures to make themselves feel better. I don't know.
They don't take it. Yeah, that's why they don't take it. They don't take it. Dude, that's why he's gonna fuck a fucking 5-year-old.
Why are you listening to him? The other night he said this. Why are you still listening to him? I'm done with Cronin. I'm done with Joe. I'm done with him. You're still listening to everything he says and documenting it. And so you could be like, why would he say this? I mean, I've said something exactly the same, but why would he say this? It's almost like he's joking.
Pussy, bro, come on. Like, are you serious?
And again, the come on, like he's your dad. Like, dude, shut up. You don't like the guy's channel, don't watch it. Instead of endlessly spectating, he could have done this, and he could have done that, and he could have done that, like, get over it.
And that's why he never got anything or this or that, because when people...
Oh my god, dude, what a loser Tony is, by the way. Tony is only on this hate train because nobody likes him, because everybody called him out for being a scumbag, because he tried to fucking dox Joe, and then he pretends that he didn't, but he did. And Ken knows that, by the way, and Ken is okay with people getting doxed, I guess, except for when it's him. Then it's a big deal and you hate that person. But when Tony does it, oh, well, it was a different story.
Are you a shock, bro? Are you a wrestling review channel, or are you a shock jock? Because
you found him from that. You've known him for years that he's a shock jock. So it doesn't make any sense. Ken knows exactly the type of content that Joe was posting years ago. It's why he was the one who searched out for him. So, like, Ken is just being completely disingenuous. Are you a shock jock or are you a wrestling reviewer? I don't even know. You did know. And you were saying the same type of crazy shit years ago. But now that you and Joe aren't friends, now it's time to use those words as a way to make it seem like Joe is a villain. Still to this day. Oh, but I don't care about Cronin. Like, literally 5 minutes ago, I didn't show this part, but literally not even 5 minutes prior to this, they were talking about how they're not subscribed to Joe anymore, and this is the 2-year anniversary. Like, it's such pathetic behavior.
Because Joe is literally stuck between two worlds at this point. He has miraged everything into one, bro.
Tell me this.
Tell me one, bro.
Tell me this. How many, because you've been, around before I was even on YouTube, how many times has he laughed and made fun of that Sean guy? That Sean guy, which I forget, I don't know his name, but his name's Sean. Not Sean's View. Sean, Sean, he reviews wrestling, and now he's huge, and he has all types of wrestlers come on his podcast.
Sean's View?
Yeah, he does his show with, a girl. Is that dude, and there's a girl, and, he has a little goat.
This guy, Tony, is so obsessed with Joe. It's not even funny. Dave Rose and Ken, at least they have some sort of, history with Joe, so it makes sense to me. With Tony, it's that he tried to get on the show, wasn't funny, he sucked, and then, he basically started talking shit about Joe and doxed his address, and we're supposed to still care about what he says. Him being in this conversation doesn't fit. Dave Rose and Ken actually have what they say. I almost want to listen to only because they have a prior history on Joe's show. Tony is a nobody. So, him being in this conversation, to me, just feels weird. I'm not going to play this whole clip, because they go on and on and on and on and on, and then they pretend that they don't care about Joe. We don't care what he does. We don't care. We just talk about him constantly, even though he hasn't acknowledged us in years. So, yeah, I don't know. This is just weird loser behavior. I like Ken. I've always been friendly with Ken, but I think it's really gay of him. Get over it. Why don't you go do your own show? You guys have been doing it for years. You keep talking about, oh, I'm done with this, I'm done with Cronin, but you're still bringing up about his channel and acting like his fucking dad. Why doesn't he just try to do this and try to do that? Why are you so concerned? I thought you hated the guy. So it's just weird.